Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Liz and this is Let's Get Lizical, where we do everything card making. And today is the last day for the 13 Days of Craftoween from Spellbinders. It was a limited edition kit that I bought maybe like a month ago now, and today are the last 2 days for me because I'm not posting day by day, but this is part 4. And today is also Inky and Scrappy's Get Creeping on Halloween challenge, so this will be my submission for that as well. So we'll get to the last 2 dies that were included in the kit. It was 13 days of dies. So far we are on day 12, so I've done 11. There's maybe 2 or 3 that I'm iffy on, but the rest of them are great. And we'll see what's left now. Okay, so this is the cauldron with the feet. This one's kind of like reminiscent of the martini glass add-on. It also has like a similar leg with the witch shoes. You got another cute little skull. So this actually, which day was the poison bottle? Was day 3? Yes, day 3. So again, like it's even smaller version of this skull. It's the exact same one, it's just a little bit smaller. So this might be better if you want to make this into the shaker, like we mentioned, and add a bunch of little like skulls in there. And if you have the martini add-on, you could also use the eyeballs or whatever. And again, mix and match. Love mixing and matching my dies and stamps and everything. Like even this cauldron, this would make like a cute little fish bowl even. You don't need to add the handles to it. You could just use this portion. Maybe put the bubbles in there. Maybe the fish is in distress. I don't know. That's kind of bad, but you know, something fun. You can make this into a mug just by like maybe getting rid of one of them. And then there was another mug set. Oh, I don't remember which day it was now. I think, yeah, this mug set. So, like, you can even make a cauldron mug and then have a ghosty come out of the foam or whatever. You might even be able to use this on this. It looks like it's a bit smaller, so maybe a couple of like the little foamy bits would go in there, the little like bones and stuff. Again, mix and match ideas. So that's great. And I don't have a cauldron for anything. I think I have a small one on a stamp set, but that is a little itty bitty one from Sunny Studios with a cat. This would also be fun to obviously pair with my Happy Haunting stamp set, I think, with the either the derpy ghosty or the one that's actually, you know what, either all 3 of them would like work great. Let me grab it. So you can have this one looking derpy, you can have this one looking in the pot, you could have this one just checking back, being like, yo, why is it bubbling, you know? So again, mix and match your supplies. It's so much fun. Last day, cute little coffin, skull and crossbones, and a little hand that comes out of it. That's cute. I like this one. This one's cute. I don't have any like little, that's a lie. I have one little one, and I think it's from Tim Holtz, but it's a little coffin box. I've not used it yet. It came in Y.A. Simon's mystery box that I bought in, was it winter or spring? I don't know. The last time I bought a crafty box from them, it was included in that, so I have that die set. But this is cute. It adds this texture, and you can make this into like a cute little card too. It would be like a cute little tag. This would make a cute tag, because I'm sure like this actually fits on this. Like it's shown off kilter, but yeah, so it's like the exact same shape. So you could make this into like a cute little tag for a Halloween gift, or little treat bags or something. That would be fun. But yeah, so from today we will make something out of these two items, or one of these two items anyway. And I will switch over to a voiceover and make a card for you guys. So stay tuned for that. I'll be right back. Hey guys, voiceover Liz here. So I decided to not actually make cards today, which is, you know, not the norm, but I thought that both of these die sets would make great tags. And I have two little nephews who I want to put together like little packages for them for Halloween. I'm never there for Halloween for them because I live like an hour's drive away. And I don't drive. So it's a couple of hours for me to take transit and whatnot. But I was thinking my one nephew's birthday is in October, so I would just drop these off to my sister and she could give them to the kids on Halloween. So I have like these little pouches from the dollar store. They're like those little pillow box ones. And I think there were 5 or 6 of them in a package for like a couple bucks, and they're craft paper, so I can decorate those as well to go with this. But I thought that I would do each of them a tag to go with their items, just to kind of like, you know, zhuzh them up a bit. And then I'll toss a couple of like mini chocolate bars into each of the pillow boxes that are made out of craft cardstock, not paper. But yeah, so that was my idea for that. So instead of making them both the same tag, I decided to use both of these sets and make 2 tags. So for the first one, we're doing the coffin from day 13. And I cut out the inside like matte layer in white just so I could like write a little message in there. I'm going to have to write tiny because this is fairly small. The die itself measures about 3 1/4 maybe by 1 3/4. So it's fairly small, and my writing's usually big, so we're gonna have a little bit of a struggle there, but we'll make it happen. And for the coffin itself, I cut the skulls and the crossbones come together, and then it comes with like separate bones. I guess if you want to add more or add layers, I added an extra layer of the crossbones on the one just so it looked like they were actually like on top of one another. So I stacked those up. The skull I stacked a few times. I'm actually off screen going to add a third one on there because I didn't like the way that I put the marker on there. It was just kind of a little bit too much. So I do cover it up afterwards, just so it looks a bit cleaner. So that the skull got 3 layers, which again is fine. It just adds a little bit more dimension. And then for the hands, I actually cut 4 of those because I was gonna double layer the one and just have it. But then I was like, oh, what if I put 2 hands on the coffin and he's kind of like holding the lid, you know, just with both hands, whoever's in this box. And it was just like a really fun, cute idea. Instead of just doing what the images show, I like to do something that's a little bit different sometimes. So that is what I ended up doing for this. And then I have this black and white string from Amazon that I bought a while ago. It came with this black and white, red and white, and then a red, green and white, I think, and like a jute string, which is kind of like the one that would match the craft paper. So I have all of those. And again, I got them on Amazon like years ago. I think Lawn Fawn usually has these, Doodlebug usually has these, so they're fairly easy to get and probably better quality. These ones are a bit more like cottony, I don't know. It looks fine. It works. It's a big roll. I probably like last me a lifetime because I don't do that many tags. Usually I do tags at Christmas time for my family just so that they have something that they can hang on their tree, and I do it every year, and I've done it every year since I think 2018. So they have quite a few paper ornaments on their trees, just with their tags. And then for the second one, I decided to turn the cauldron into a tag. I thought that the handles on it would be kind of like perfect place to put the string. So I cut one layer in black. I actually cut 2 layers in black because I was going to put black on the back as well and just write the message in white gel pen. But I thought it would be a little bit easier to just like write on the white, and it would probably be a little bit better. Sometimes like the white gel pen could like scrape off over time, especially if it's going to be sitting like in a box potentially. My family keep all the cards and tags and whatnot that I give them, so they go in like a little like photo box, so they might get jostled around after putting new ones in every so often. So I will just write with regular pen on the back because I did it in white. For the handles, I also cut 2 layers of those just because I thought I would need a little bit more stability on them. As we are making this into a tag, it would be very easy to rip the 1 layer. I am using a 100-pound cardstock for Michael's for the black, just because I thought it needed to be a little bit thicker, and the 100-pound cardstock like cuts great with these dies as well, and it worked fine. And then in order to not have like a little bump in the back, because the handles only like have like a center portion in the cauldron, I just added a few layers from the one other cauldron that I cut in black, and then I added just like some scrap pieces I had laying around, and then just trimmed it to shape, and then put the white over it just so it had a flat space to lay on, and it'll be easier for me to write on as well. And then for the inside of the cauldron, I cut out all the bubbles twice, because the one in the image, there's 3 bubbles for the dies, but the image shows 4 layers. So the middle layer kind of gets cut twice, or you could cut the tiny one twice, I guess. I just cut them all twice because they're part of one die. And then I just colored them in with green alcohol markers instead of trying to cut them out of like cardstocks, because I don't have like sets of cardstocks per se that like would go together. So it's, if you don't have cardstocks that work, make it work by using alcohol markers or your inks and ink blend them, which would maybe give you a bit smoother results. But I think like the alcohol markers that I did turned out pretty smooth. It's not really streaky or anything. And then inside the cauldron, I am going to add the skull, which I almost forgot to add. I wanted to make it look like it was sitting in the bubbles like the image. And then I'm going to add one of the smaller bones that are actually from the other die with the coffin. This set came with like a bit of a bigger bone, and I didn't put it in because I wanted it to be a little bit smaller, and I didn't want too many things sticking out, because again, this is going to be a tag, so I don't want like little flimsy pieces hanging off. So I did 2 layers of one of the bones from the coffin set, and then just kind of like trimmed it and just glued it on top, which you'll see here in a bit because I added it after. I also added some white highlights with some gel pens, and then when I colored the skull and the bone that are in the pot, which again you'll see here in a minute, I kind of added a little bit of green on there in one of the markers. I think I used the lightest shade, and then I blended out with a colorless blender just to like give it a little bit more of a glow look. But that's pretty much our tags for today, guys. I have some more ideas for these, but I don't have enough time to talk about them. So we'll just leave it at that for today, and maybe you'll just see those ideas come to fruition in the future. Or maybe, you know what, I could just also do a video where I make it into a challenge and tell you guys what to do, and then you guys can like show me how you take that, let's say, prompt or idea and run with it. You know, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. As always, thanks again for joining me for today, and until next time, thanks guys. Bye.